Check one, check two.
Mic check. Mic check.
Take it to the streets. Take it to the streets. What's up, Red? How's everything going? Take it to the streets. Microphone check. One, two, one, two.
I hear you. I hear you, brother. I hear you. How you hear me?
Hayes Grade underway.
That's
Full
right.
steam ahead. I hear you, my brother.
Let's go, man. Get those more lines off. Come on. What you wait for?
It's gonna turn out to be a pretty good one today, brother.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what the audience think.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you again for another episode of Take It to the Streets, my live morning show. I'm your host, the Doordash Revolution. Co-host is Hulk Smash, and Hulk Smash got a treat for you today. So as soon as he's ready, we're gonna turn it over to you, Hulk.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to do a little introduction of the restaurant because I never had it in my area and in South Carolina until now. So you have it. And so we have a new restaurant. Some of the other content creators have this restaurant in our area. It's called Whataburger. We just did a ground opening to ceremony today, and D Web is gonna just give y'all a little insight on it because, like I said, I didn't have it, and some other people who might be viewing might not have this restaurant, and then we'll get into the show more. Go ahead, D Web.
Oh yeah, give you a little backstory of Whataburger. You know, they've been in business for a while. I remember when they had it in Memphis about 30 to 40 years ago, and then they closed all the franchises here. They brought a lot of them back this year and last year. Whataburger is on point. You know, this is a medium sized drink right here. You would look at it and say, man, that look like a large cup. But that's a medium sized drink there. And the Dr. Pepper shake is off the chain. Those who haven't tried it out, they have burgers, they have the chicken sandwiches and everything like that there. But yeah, you know, my opinion, this is one of the places I love to eat at. I'm at the one here in South Haven. South Haven got two. Memphis got four or five of them, maybe more. You know, I know down there towards Wolf Chase Gallery area, there's two over there, and they just built them, and they built one on Winchester, which they just did, and they partnered up with DoorDash. That's the reason why some people might say, why are you guys doing this content in the gig community? Because first of all, DoorDash is partnered with them, so a lot of delivery drivers will be going there, picking up deliveries, dropping off deliveries, and all of that. So, in my opinion, the burgers do taste pretty good, and the triple stacker it's a nice size. What I didn't devour mine, so you won't be able to see the actual true size of it. But in the Hulks area, they had a. I'm gonna let him tell the story on the reason why we're doing it today. You already see the thumbnail, so you got a general idea of what's going on. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna turn it back over to you, George.
All right, thank you. Once again, yeah, this is a new restaurant that's coming. We're also going to have them in Greenville, South Carolina, as well as Irma, South Carolina. They're going to be saying that in there. as we're doing the presentation here. You're gonna be watching it. I videotaped this. They let me come in and stuff. Uh, I just had to
Congratulations.
be I just had to be mindful because the safety. Because it's a ground opening stuff, and the thing
Right.
is rough. They had risk management there and all that stuff to make sure people were safe. We also had the actual local news, two news stations that was there, WLTX 19 as well as WIS TV 10. So further ado, I'm gonna set up and I hope you enjoy the show here for this little groundbreaking ceremony. And, uh, okay, where's hold on. All right. Okay, as you guys can see,
You
that's the
got you got you got it in the wrong direction.
which way I got it.
It's looking vertical on our end. You want to turn it back the way you had it.
Okay, it's looking horizontal on my end. Okay, how's
There you
that?
go. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just hold it like this. Okay, as you can see, that's the food truck right there. That's gonna be the little thing here. So let me see here if I can do it. Come on. All right, here, this one. Okay. So if I flip it the other way, it'll probably be backwards.
No, you good where it is right now for the viewers. You want to turn one of your devices off. You got some feedback going on, George.
Well, it's going through my little thing here, and the pod feeding through that. Hold on. It's outside noise too. It's how I
Okay.
recorded it. It's
All right.
outside noise. I have to get a filter. It's a learning experience, brother. I'm sorry.
All right. No problem. We hear you loud and clear. Let's roll. We got Peter in here.
workforce performance. And it's something that we really strive to be able to work with our community partners to give these children an opportunity to play and learn and be able to experience what it is to be in the workforce. And so we're super excited and very thankful for your donation today. And thank you again so much.
Okay, that's the first one. So I got more.
All right.
I got more.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. And good afternoon, everyone. I'm Supervisor 5, State Senator for District 19. So welcome to District 19. I am joined today with Senator Mia McCloud, who is here. She is District 22 of the 19th and Councilwoman Bridget Barron from District 7. We are and here's what I would say, number one, not only, and I don't feel like we're welcoming you because Ed is a South Carolinian, and so we're welcoming you home. We're so excited to be 16 and we're in, our lady here possibly winning the Final Four tonight. Sweet 16 is important, and we are so happy to have Whataburger here, not just to be able to be a business creating jobs, but to create over 3,600 jobs in the Midlands state, which is extraordinary. But that the commitment that you all have to the community, and yesterday you joined, you went to a Boys and Girls Club, you supported that venture, and so you are doing a lot that businesses would different for a long time ago, and that is not low on the list. So I'm excited to welcome you, excited to be here for this groundbreaking, excited to see the expansion of Whataburger here in South Carolina, and we look forward to being here often. And continuing to work to work together to make sure that our community is better. So thank you very much, and it's an honor and privilege to be right here. I am a fan. I've had Whataburger in Florida, I guess most recently, but there's nothing like I drive past this exit, like this exit, and past this site every single day. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to work out because I'm thank you guys for being here. And I'm going to say, welcome to District 7. District 7 is conveniently located in the heart of Richmond County. Oh, yeah. Right in the middle, right this is taking place in District 7 and our neighboring districts. As many people already know, South Motors is coming here in the months and weeks to come. But even as it comes, we're prepared for them to come. And I think restaurants like this is going to be awaiting for the residents that will come in the months. But until then, we're going to enjoy this great food until the new people come. And I would just say to you that as we embrace your new always can say that I want not to just be a business, but I want to be a partner. I want to be a good neighbor. So we appreciate that. Not to mention, I'm a proud Gamecock. Like orange is my favorite color.
My name is Tim. Tim has a lifetime experience in burger business. Finally having a Whataburger. I'm super excited for that. So, Tim,
Sweating, got your face, that's good. So, thank you.
and if you have never experienced our brand, I will tell you that there is something special about we're very, very proud of our bold flavors, our hospitality, and our fresh beef. But more importantly, we feel very like friends, family, we have great food, great camaraderie, and great memorable moments. So, whether it's right after party, or whether it's Sunday for lunch, it's really about family and friends getting together, great food, and great memories. And so, our when you stay home in the fall, you want to have lots of family, people are family members. And we so look forward to already meeting them. We spend a tremendous amount of time getting to know the community, and we look so forward to meeting all of you and creating a family with all of you. The other thing I'll say is that it's a team. We're bringing a lot of resources to open up right and make you proud of us. We're going to earn the right to be neighborhood best restaurant. And Preston Hughes, I'm going to introduce, we call him a road market leader. Basically, his sole responsibility is that we deliver on our promise. He builds the team, trains the team. We have our managers here, we call them our operating partners. And we're so proud of what we're going to be ultimately delivering to all of you. So thank you. I'd like to introduce Preston.
What a day, guys. Thank you guys so much for the hospitality, the excitement. This community has really welcomed us in. We're just so excited to be here. I just told Matt, I wish this store would open today. We are ready to serve. We are just so excited about this community. We introduce you guys to the operating partner of the portal. So I'm going to introduce you to Megan. And she will be the operating partner of the Kerr location. And she creates all location July. Mr. Annette. So we open the Greenville location, and then the operating partner of this Whataburger, this is her focus on Whataburger now, is Ashley Adams. We are just thrilled to be here to be so here. And we cannot wait here 24 minutes will be there. And what that means, we want to serve you the unity service. Each and everybody that we want to be that orange spotlight for this community. All right. I think everyone's hungry now, right? So this is kind of what we're going to do. Before we eat, we do want to get a great picture with the shovel. This is commemorating our construction. The great ground is a big important for Whataburger in general. So we love as many folks as possible to come around. We have hard hats. Please don't be scared to put it on the head. And we're going to get a couple of pictures, and then we'll have everyone line up to get their burgers. If you have not gotten a raffle ticket signed up and got the swag bag, feel free to do so also. So everybody wants to come up, whoever would like to get a card picture, come on up. Please do not be shy. Do not be shy. Come on in. You're good.
All right. All right. That for that. They turn my face around here. All right.
Appreciate you for being able to to demonstrate the groundbreaking ceremony of
Yeah.
today's event. Viewers want to know who are all there, the city officials, and all of that, and where the location is going to be for that Whataburgers in Columbia, South Carolina.
Well, the location's right off of I-77. If you're coming from like Charlotte, coming down, it's gonna be exit 24. Either way, it's gonna be exit 24 off of I-7. Actually, exit 22. I'm sorry, exit 22 off of I-77, and it's actually gonna be off of Killian Road, and it has a little off side. I can't think of the name of the street. It's an off street, but it's right off of Killian Road, right off the highway, right there. You can't really gonna be missing it because you're gonna see a bunch of car dealerships. You got Kia, you got Honda, Toyota, BMW. You're gonna see some restaurants on to your left side, which will be Mickey D's. It's actually right across from Mickey D's to Chick-fil-A. Let me see something here. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, hold on a second. The officials was Tamika Isaac Devine. She's a council official there from district number 8. Then we had, hold on, I'm trying to get to this other thing here. I'm trying to get you to exactly the address they want. And now it's already up here. So now, all right. Okay, let me see something. Come on. Yeah, I'm trying to hold my thing in my hand and do this at the same time.
All right. Take your
So,
time. Take your time.
yeah, no. All right. All right. I'll turn the camera around. Like I see. All right. All right. See, it's right off of I-77, like I was saying. It's right by there. The address is actually 202 Bridgeberry Lane. That's the actual um intersection of Killing Road, and that road where I was trying to talk about was Bridgeberry Lane. That goes into the district. There's actually a big old manufacturing plant called Train, where they deal with all the ACs, how they make all the ACs. That's where they make all the AC units at. The big train there, and then if you go down to the right, you see a whole bunch of car dealerships. Like I said, there's the Honda dealership. Then the next spot over there will be the Kia dealership. Then the next
Hmm.
spot over that will be the Toyota dealership, and then at the end will be the BMW dealership. Um, the whole strip, Killian Road, it goes down, and then after a certain section, it'll turn into Clemson Road, It has a bunch of stores and stuff down there. Let me turn my face around so they can see me. Come on. They'll have a bunch of stores down there. What they're gonna do is they're making what the person said Irma. Well, there's an actual Harvesting Boulevard that's over there in Columbia, but it's on the opposite side, over there near the Irma side. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna conjunction that just like they did Harbison. They're gonna make all these businesses and stuff because there's actually a mall called Sand Hills Mall. They're gonna do all that strips of different businesses. So a lot of these businesses are gonna be on the platform. They're actually making. I'm gonna do another video, and we could do a drive by. They're actually making more businesses as we speak. So we can see, and that's gonna be on these platforms. Doordash, Uber Eats, Grubhub. So they're gonna grab them and stuff like that. But I made the main one was Tamika Isaac Divine. Um, she's a She's a colored woman that helping with other women to get to be in different positions, and she made history because she's like one of the first color women to hold a seat in the council. So that's a big deal, and that was her. That the first lady that was up there besides the what was it? Not the white lady. She was for somebody else. But the first black lady, that was actually Tamika Isaac Divine. She was actually standing right next to me. Because you
Okay.
notice where I was sitting, she came right through. She was right there. She was pretty much right next to me.
Right.
So, um, what other questions?
All right. The viewers want to know, did you get a chance to get one of them burgers off the food truck?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got one right here. It's kind of hard because you got it on the other YouTube. All right, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, YouTube now, so I'm gonna have to hold it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's all right. I need to flip the camera around. All right, cool. All right. One burger. There it is right
And
there. That's the package. They gave me some chips. Um,
mm,
they gave me a burger.
what's that?
Okay.
The single? The single? Is that the double? Or is that the triple?
I don't know. I didn't even open it. I guess I'll find out. Uh, it's cold, so I'm not gonna eat it now. I'll just warm it up. Um, but that's what it looks like inside. So, but it looks pretty good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They had them all out. I'm gonna show some pictures here in a second. I did take some still shots.
Lester wants you to take one bite out of it.
Man, it's cold, man, but I'll do it for you, Lester. I'll do it for you, sir. It's cold. Let me say my grace, though, man. I always bless my food, so
Mm,
can't do it without it. All right. Amen to that. Okay.
yeah.
Let me turn my camera around.
They want to see you. They want to see you smacking to
Oh, you want to see me smack into it? You want to hook smash it? All right. Okay. Okay. Let's see me hook smash this sandwich down a little bit. Okay. Mm-hmm.
it. Mhm.
Yeah, that's good. It's gonna be a good thing here. I'm gonna show you some still shots of the
All right.
site.
All right. What's the rate on that burger there? From one to, I'm gonna say from 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that as a cold sandwich? Because you didn't get it when it was hot.
Uh, I get it about a 5 right now. I mean, it's still the taste bud. It hit my palate. It was smooth. You know. I think the seasons in there, and they had the mayonnaise and tomatoes and stuff. So it's pretty good here. Let's see here.
Are they gonna have a grand opening, and when is the grand opening?
Like the grand opening is gonna be in August. The grand opening is gonna be in August.
Are you gonna be at the event?
It depends on what's going on at that time. I wanna do the event because they also gonna have another one of these food trucks, and they're talking about it being in the summertime. Um, and it's gonna be open to the public, so that's gonna be a good event there because they're gonna have games and stuff like that, prizes and stuff like that. I was talking to the event coordinator, but then
Okay.
the grand opening is gonna be in August for this one here. July, they're gonna have the one opening in Irmo in July of this year. So I might go over there to the grand opening there in July if everything goes right. Let me go here. This thing is so sensitive, and I'm using one hand.
I understand.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, I done devoured my sandwich. I had the triple burger
Okay.
there. I had
All right.
devoured.
I'm gonna flip my phone. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna show some pictures of the site. See, I
Hmm.
gotta tap it right one hand. Okay. There you go. I was across the street, actually, right there to get that sign and get the site right there. Okay.
Okay.
Cause there's the truck. Okay.
Reese's in the house.
All right. Come on. Come on. Uh, Hold on. This thing. 'Cause I'm using one hand. It's hard to do. Cause I try to hold it. I gotta hit it right. I'll just do it like this. Just bear with me, man, cause I'm using one hand. Gotta hold this phone in the other hand. Come on. Come on. Let's see what it's doing. It's not. I'm hitting it, but it's not doing anything. There it goes. I don't know why I did that. Okay, that's the site from the other side. Okay, these are the cars and stuff. Um, that's white car. See if I can blow it up. Right, okay. See if I can blow it up. So that's the news vehicle right there. That's one of the local news crews. Uh, so they was on scene there. They also had. I didn't get to catch the picture, but I was talking about risk management because of safety. They actually had a team come out, had a vehicle like that. It was a four-man team that came out to um to make sure that everybody was safe and everything like that. Because if you saw the gravel on the ground, you know, are tripping hazards. So they didn't want people like that. Oh, I wish I had YouTube the other thing because using one hand, I can't. I gotta hold this phone.
So this was more like a private event. It wasn't open to the public, right?
It wasn't really open to the public. That's what they were saying, but they let it. They let people come in. I was able to come in and stuff like that. Here's the lane right here. Here's people in the line. Uh, okay. So I did that video right there. All right.
So don't get in the shop.
All right. All right. All right. This sign right here. Okay. I was talking about this sign to you. It's a disclosure for them. I'll let you guys see it up close. So everybody on there, you're giving up your rights. They're gonna have it filmed and stuff, so you might be on the news because they have the news cameras out there. So if you didn't want to be there, it tells you don't be there, leave. So they have the right to videotape it, and if you end up on the news, you're already giving up your right to go on there because of that sign. So that was a disclaimer for them, for anybody who comes in there. Let me see if I can get. All right, come on. All right, I already did that one. Okay, this is just some more cars. Well, it's the same one, probably. Yeah, that's just some more cars right there. Parked outside because they was parking on the area there. That's going toward. You see that building in the background? That's the train I was talking about. The big giant manufacturing plant. They manufacture all the units there. South Carolina has a lot of warehouses, manufacturing plants, and stuff like that. It's building up, and so if you don't like, if you are looking for like jobs, versus just being doing Doordash work or anything like that, they do have a lot of jobs. They're always hiring. They're always hiring different things. When this thing opens up, they're gonna be hiring too. They usually when they have a new stuff open up, they usually gonna have a sign saying now hiring, tell you where to apply and stuff before obviously the store opens, so they could get a full staff in. So and they'll have it on the different job search engines that you can look at too. So that'll be one good thing there too. So anything else, bro? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was looking in the chat.
Okay.
I was trying to see, did they have any questions? Now, if any viewers have questions, we can go ahead and go into the Q&A session. Questions for George and about this
Oh,
event.
oh yeah. Let me put my burger up. Hold on. You guys gonna look at the ceiling real quick? 'Cause I gotta use my two hands, man. Sorry about
Take your
that.
time. Take your time.
Okay. All righty. Okay. They also gave you a little goodie pack. Let me turn the phone around. They gave you a little goodie pack. Let's see what's in the goodie pack. All right. All right. All right. We got a shirt. Whataburgers is open 24 hours. All Whataburgers open 24 hours except for Christmas. That's what they said. Except for Christmas, they open every day. Whataburgers. So if you need to eat, you got that place. If you got one right by, let's see what else in this goodie bag. There's something else in here. All right. Hey, Austin. Let's see. Uh, a steel tumbler. Open it. Put my phone down. Open it. See. Still South Carolina. Got a little warning label and stuff on it. On the bag. But the extra cup. South Carolina.
Okay.
Pretty neat little truck.
Yes, it is.
So, they did that. Let's see if there's anything else in here. In the goodie bag. Okay. Okay, there's some more stuff in here. All right.
Got a question for Lester. How long you been a YouTube subscriber and viewer of channels in this gig community?
All right. Different stuff here.
Nice right there. That's nice. That's nice. Mm-hmm. Got you some nice goodies there.
Yeah, so goodies in there. Let's see what else is in here. I think there's more.
Souvenirs, brother.
Got some
Mm-hmm.
glasses. Got a lantern. Okay. Yeah, some more goodies too. A keychain. Some stickers. Pretty neat. And I think that's it. Yeah, I'll let you guys see. Yep, that's it. And a little bag there. That bag is pretty neat too. So they had a drawing, but I didn't want to stay for the try to do the drawing because we wanted to get this video out. They're gonna have a drawing next time. When they have the public one, I'm sure they're gonna probably have a drawing there. And I'll stay for that one to see what they're gonna have
Okay.
and the winner. So if I do go, I'm gonna stay for that drawing, and then we can have a show after that one.
All right. Lester was asking a question. Are you a priority driver?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Yeah.
Lester trolling. I got a feeling who that is. He asked, "Did you steal the bag?" Cause he heard the police. So we already know who that is.
No, man, no, I didn't steal the van. The police. If you heard the police just now, that wasn't on my side. That was on your side.
They was looking for
Uh,
D-Rail. I'm
yeah,
the Blaze Vigilante. They looking for D-Rail. He took out running down the street. Everybody.
yeah,
He's running for his life.
hmm, yeah, yeah. That's all good though. It's pretty good event there.
All right. Can you let's see what Lester said. I told you this when we had a disagreement in that episode. I also let you also know here. I asked a question about the AR EBT scroll up. What you want to know about the I'm not gonna scroll up, but what you want to know about the AR and what you want to know about the EBT? Be specific on the question that you ask. Since you call yourself profiling us, go ahead, ask that question. I ask you what market was you in, so we can be able to answer that question better for you. Okay. 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 And okay. Have Lester said anything yet?
No, our boy said hi, hi, our boy. That was right
O-
after Lester.
Okay.
Um, I'm strong him up. I was just asking him about to get the edge over other drivers. It's a dog eat dog world. Okay. Some account for a water bottle. I bet a water bottle reusable. Yeah, it was reusable. Yep. Did you try to become a priority driver? I'm a priority driver. Okay, I answered that one. Tosser. Yeah, they have a lot of water burgers here in Florida. Oh, that's cool. I could be talking with you about it too, Tasha. Hello to Washington viewers. Okay, I was right. It's a Whataburger. I see it. I've eaten there once while on vacation. Cool. Okay, hello from once. My AR is 85. Should I be doing eat EBT and pull order or stick to one? Well, it depends. I found this little thing. When you get it at 85, it depends on your market. Um, you after a while, you'll get a feeling of which zones will have EBT urban time, and how to find that out is your restaurants. You have a long wait time. That's one way to find out. Also, the area. What are the structures are there? Like construction work. Do you have like busy trains systems there? Are you living by a universities or stuff? Because that stuff will you know back you up from getting your food and delivering it because you have all that as obstacles in the way. Those will be EBT zones. A lot of the EBT orders don't really have tips on them too, so you could probably figure out that too. Um, the EPO zones, the ones that have the food quick and you can get in and get out the door because you don't have no wait time on the EPO on the EBT, so you want to get the food quick and get out and get another order, top that off and get another order. So that you have to do on your market. I know what my EBT zones are, and I know what my EPO zones are. Um, even though I might not get tips on a certain spot, certain areas, because they're mostly fast food, and there's a little bit with the people they don't really tip as much because it's the the people don't have that too much of that money. Um, but the food gets there fast; it's always ready, so I could get more orders. You know, it's the lower income. That's the word I was trying to think of. So I go to those low incomes because even though it's fast food, I get more orders. I usually get double, sometimes triple stack orders at one time. So even though some of them might not tip, a lot of them might not tip, I get in there and get it out. Most of the food's already ready, so I get there, don't have to wait long online, and get in and get out and take it to whoever I got to go give it to. So you have to just know your zones, know your area or your market area. So that's the best advice for that. I could give you there, and that's what his question he was asking earlier. So I slowed up
I,
for it.
I got a question for Lester. I don't know if he's familiar with Prop 22. He didn't really define was he in what program he actually in, unless I missed it in the last few lives ago or whatever. We know we got three existing programs. Okay. Now, Prop 22 in California is different than most states how drivers make money, dealing with wait time and all this stuff and the benefits that come with it, right? EBT is Doordash version of Prop 22, except for the benefits that they get. All right. So why is it that drivers are so angry about earn by time, I'm gonna tell you why. They don't know how to manage the program where they can be profitable in maximizing their earnings. Just like anything in life, the first time that you try it out, you got to learn about the benefits that it will work for you. There will be times it won't work in certain markets. There will be times it will work. There are certain times in my market it don't work. So there are times it do. I go to it. You got to know the difference between these zones. Okay, what I mean by you got to know the difference is your market. I can look at a driver and tell if he's on EBT or EPO by the body language. If that driver's rushing in there real fast, you got to be on earn per offer. You see a driver dragging around, they got to be on EBT. Okay. There are times you can really maximize your earnings with that feature at that duration of time when you may not be able to maximize your earnings on EPO. EPO, lower base pay, $2, $3, 8, 10 miles, but higher tips. Suppose you don't have the large order program. Suppose you don't have the lucrative payouts. What benefit the EBT will be? Salute to you as well. Now with EBT, I know how to leverage it. If you start paying attention to the episodes and content that I've been bringing out, there's another driver that talks about it real good, and other drivers talk about it as well. Hopefully, we all will get together one day and we can be able to share our perspectives in different markets and stuff like that. You know, would you sit here and go get an order? No, I'm gonna put it this way: would you sit here and you trying to get that large order payout, that catering order? You have competition there. All you guys at the same restaurants. People got certain ways they can get advantage over other drivers. And you done sit there a whole hour before you finally got a $30 order. Then you got to wait another hour. So that $30 order actually is $15 on EPO per hour. Okay, with earned by time, you get paid for that time to wait. You get in contact with Doordash, you get in contact with the customer, you take pictures if you're in the drive through, put it in the text message. You letting DoorDash and the customer know this is the reason why I'm stuck here. Okay. Go inside the restaurant. It's jam packed in there. Take a picture via text message. That's your document. That's your record. That's your proof. You have any hiccups or whatever. Suppose you go in there and find out one of your stack orders has been canceled. You need to be calling DoorDash so you can get paid for it. You know, that's how you get your money. You see, that's how you maximize your earnings. No, this is actual things and events that's been going on that us drivers been talking about. We need to be getting paid. We've been fussing about it, complaining about it, had every reason to for the last 3 years that I know of. Now there's a way drivers can get this money. I posted in my community posts showing drivers you can get this money. Then I tell you the backstory to the shot of the experience of reason why I was able to get paid that money. Now drivers can be able to understand how to work the program. But see, we want to get it real easy all the time. I'm in a super saturated market. More drivers than supply and demand. It's 3 times the drivers here than it is orders here. So that's on not just orders, but picking up passengers and all that on all platforms. It's super saturated. So what do? You gotta study your historical data. You got to make the right decisions. You got to know how to make money on this program. Then, if you want to toggle the switch to a go to EPO when it's the best times you can maximize your earnings, Zip codes, blacklisting zip codes, blacklisting restaurants. That's what my challenge was showing everyone. It's all about decision making, how you make money in your market. Then you got to discover truth for yourself in your market. Lester also asked a question. I think we have large order. I heard drivers talking about it. That's the catering ones. I don't get any of those. What are your ratings? And I'm gonna let Huck go ahead and answer that statement there. What are your ratings? First and foremost, George, go ahead and take it from there.
Well, I don't really see too many large orders. I still get some, but not much when I'm doing EBT. Um, APR I do. I see a lot of them here in my market. Um, I do get the catering bag required on EBT. I did it over here, and I did it in Augusta, Georgia, on the tier program system. I go over there sometimes to do the tier program. So I did see catering bag required over there, doing the tier. So I guess it's your market. I don't know your market well, but they are phasing out large orders, and it's going into this new program. Now you got the EBT program in your area. He has the EBT program in his area, right?
He never. I never seen him answer the question.
Okay, so
That's why.
I don't know if you
That's why.
do.
Okay, go ahead.
If you do have the EBT program, you're probably like me in my market. EBT is not gonna really see them. EPO does, but EBT can see catering back required. So large orders. That's what it says is large order. But catering orders means you have to have a catering bag, and sometimes they have it that you get um for a setup fee. The stuff is $3. So and it's a lot more stuff, and it'll say catering orders on it. So that's the difference. Um, but also on one of your questions above, that truck is just there for that event. But when the building gets there, you
Mm.
know, it's not going to be there. I was answering the question way back on top. But
No, no.
they're gonna have that truck go around. We do have here down over there by Williams Bright Stadium and everything, food truck show, and I'm sure that truck is gonna be there because it's brand new in South Carolina now. This restaurant, so they're gonna showcase their truck. So when we do have that, I'm sure that truck's gonna be there. That's actually a cool event to do. I'm gonna try to do it this year when I find out when it is. Um,
He said he got EBT in his market.
all right, then yeah. So hopefully I answered that question on that. Um, but when the tier program gets in there, the tier system, which is gonna eventually get to you, I'm still waiting for it to get to me, but I'm setting up. Be prepared, set up. If you could go to a neighboring state or area that might have it, I will try doing it to try to get used to it and see what it's about until you get it. You don't have to do it all the time, but this to see if you have something that's not that far to drive, to go there. So, if it's like 3, 4 hours, 2, 3 hours, I wouldn't really do it unless you want to, just to get a feel of it, so you can get a feel of what the tier program is. So,
Okay.
um, the
Okay.
order I'm picking up is a 5 pizza, 3 time wings, 5 time breadsticks. This is what I call a large order, 13 plus. Okay. Yeah, that's a large order. I was just answering his question. He was saying about he's picking up
He said,
5 pizzas, 3 wings, and five fried breadsticks. Yeah, that's a large
yeah.
order. So,
All right. Since Lester asking all these questions, I'm getting ready to ask Lester a question. And we
I'm gonna
already
say,
did. We already did a video that pretty much answered your questions for you. Go to my playlist Lester. And I'm gonna give you some homework. Go to my playlist. Because I think this is the third time I done told you this. Go to my playlist. There it is right there. This is my comprehensive guide on DoorDash Earned by Time Premiere Volume 1. Look at that first video. Next time you be on this live stream, I have 15 questions I'm going to ask you. See, have you done your homework? Okay. We getting ready. You said you wanted to get the edge over other drivers. I'm going to ask you 15 questions off this first video on the playlist. And I'm going to see, are you
That's cool,
paying
Lester.
are you paying attention to the information that's out here? Because I already told you 3 times where to go. And you keep asking questions. The answers are here. They're right here. Now I'm instructing you. I want to be requesting that you go ahead and look at that first one right there, video. Next time you be on live, I got 15 questions for you. I'm just gonna rip them off the top of my head. I don't have to write them down and everything, right? Cause I did the material. Then after that, a lot of drivers. I'm surprised hadn't anybody asked me this question or asked folks Smash. When I help drivers in this program, it's 2 features, it's 2 modes: earn by time, earn per offer. Okay. My thing is, I've been told a lot of drivers don't do EBT in their market. It's a reason for that. It will mess the algorithm up for them if they already been doing diamond orders before the EBT come in. I want to mess that historical data up. Okay. You can test it, but you don't want to mess your historical data up. There's a reason for that. I give that answer on my playlist. I'm not gonna give it to you right now. You're gonna have to put in some work. I got some homework. That's your homework right there. Look at that first video, study that first video, and tomorrow if I'm on live, I'm gonna ask you 15 questions off the top of my head. I'm not gonna write anything down. I'm just gonna let it flow just like that there. And I'm gonna know if you paid attention to that lesson. Just like if I was teaching martial art, I show a different technique. It's kind of tough to get used to doing it in the classroom. But if you practicing every day, you come back the next time in class, I'm already know you've been practicing. That's how we're gonna do it. You should have some more questions also, but you should be able to answer these 15 questions. That's what I'm saying. So, well, he gave me an answer right now. I'm going to use that information, try it out. Yeah, you want the information easy without studying the book. That's what you want. I want you to go to the book because there's more techniques that goes along with what he just told you. So without that information, that technique not going to be effective enough because the lack of knowledge is the reason why we make the wrong decisions. You're going to need all that information to tie into that technique he told you. Is in the player's playbook there, comprehensive guide. So please look at that first video on that playlist. Next time you come on this live, I'm gonna have 15 questions for you. We're gonna see how it's working for you. You can't answer them 15 questions, then we're gonna really know. This is what drivers want to do. I was a cherry picker, one of the hard headed ones. No tip, no trip, and all that old kind of stuff. That stuff didn't work. Everybody was doing it in my market. So if everybody doing it in my market, that means people gonna get messed up. So I had to learn a different way, a different technique. I had to figure out why I'm not making money. Do your own case study, Lester. Once you get this information, then do your own case study out here. I think I know who I'm talking to. You know, do your own case study. You already know your market. You already know the drivers in your market. You already know who the
Mhm.
best drivers are in your market. Oh, I'm talking to somebody I know. You already know this here.
Mhm.
And you already got a advantage on drivers already. Lester. Now, isn't that right? So, I can't give it to you that easy, brother. Check it out. Check out what I'm getting ready to tell you. If you was in the warehouse, I'm in the warehouse. You've been working in this department for 3 months. They trust you with everybody, allow you to train people and everything. I'm the new guy coming in. I want to pick your brain, right? You're going to train me good enough so I can do the job. You're not going to train me to be better than you so I can take your job. Now, isn't that right, brother? Yes, that's right. So, my thing is do your homework, come back here, and I have 15 questions. That's fair enough. You've been asking a lot of questions. Now it's my time to ask questions. But you're going to have to look at the comprehensive guide to answer these questions. So I wrote the book. I don't have to look back at my videos or nothing. I wrote that narrative. I did. I can be able to ask it off the top of my head. No, we don't want to talk. Yeah, we can talk about spread out. I'm gonna write that down. Spread out, boil disease, farm cows, and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. See, I want to be able to have you here on the channel and
Okay.
do a ride along with me like the other guys did. Okay. Or I can do it with me and you on the phone. We're gonna talk about your market and I'm gonna look at your market. When I look at your market, I'm gonna tell you restaurants you're not even going to pay you some money. You never thought about them. Unless you in a country town like Brownsville, Tennessee, then I'm gonna tell you to go. You don't need to be doing. You don't need to be dashing in a market like that. You need to be going somewhere else. So that's what I do with drivers. I deal with that particular driver. I don't teach two drivers the same way. Mm. So hopefully we'll get a chance to have that experience together. Now Tasha, she's asking a question. I think, or she got a statement. Go ahead and take care of that statement there, George.
Yeah. She said order. And then she said, "Hi, had the order 2 weeks ago. That was $2 and going 20 miles. I did not take that order. Yeah, I want to take that order too. But it depends where you want to go. I took an order that was crazy like that. I took a $3 order for 15 miles, but it took me into another zone that was even popping better than my zone. So yeah, I was on EPO. So I grabbed the order, went to 15 miles, went to another zone. That's the zone I wanted to get in anyway. And then I just worked in that zone. So I went there and I made up for the time. Plus I got a tip. I got a $3 tip for that order in cash. But it was still a tip. But then when I went to that zone was actually popping good. So I made out doing that 15-mile drive for the $3 order. But you have to look at the zone, look at where it's going, and if that area is good. I stayed over there the rest of the day. That was a good day. So I did take a crazy order similar to what you did that you didn't do, but I took it. But some people don't have you don't have to. Let me see. See, I could type on my computer, but I have to hold this phone. Okay. Okay, Nessa, I don't know who the best drivers are or anything. We speak sometimes. If we're in the same place waiting. but I just picked up and dropped my orders off. Yeah, but you could kind of like when you like in my zones and stuff. I kind of like find out, who the drivers are and try to talk to them and see what they are. Sometimes we converse and show our stats and stuff. Sometimes we don't. But you can get an idea of, when you converse with somebody to see how they are and things like that. Say, oh well, he or she's not really a threat to me or competition wise, or this person is will be a threat to me. Then you have to like, you might want to know. So it's good to try to find out who your competition is to see how good they are. You have to know how to talk with people your own way, how they are, because it's not going to work. What I say might not work for you and with the people, the mentality of the people in your area. So it's a case by case, and you have to do a lot of stuff. I look at their body language and stuff like that. If they look like they're having a hard time, probably like leave them alone. I might just say hi and see if they respond anyway, and then go from there, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
saying be friendly with every driver. That's not what we saying.
yeah. So um, but it's good to try to figure out, what competition is in your area, who you're dealing with, especially you're always in that area. You're gonna see, and then see what platforms they're on too. After you get to know, see what platforms they do too. They might just do one, they might do multiples. So you
Right,
might know just in case you do more than one too. So you might see that same person on the other platform.
right, right.
Okay, he goes saying, I don't want to be trained by anyone to take someone's job, but the more information you get that can help is pretty good, I think.
It is.
Yeah, it
It
is and
is.
stuff. Yeah, we don't mind giving information. He just wants you to. He just was. You don't have to do it, but he was just trying to suggest, just to read his little information so you could get more of understanding. And then come back if you have some questions. That's all. Yeah, yeah, he had 15 credits. He just wants to see, you know, he's not like he's going to school or anything for it. He just wanted to see, like you seem real interested in the channel and stuff. So he just wanted to show you a certain, video or a few videos that'll probably help you try to understand what I'm saying or what he's saying. And then if you have some more questions, when you come back to the channel, please ask. Ask on those videos because, like he said, he already wrote those videos. He already did those videos, so he knows it like the back of his head. So if you say something and regardless of those videos that you saw, and you was asking questions about, it, he'll be able to answer. I could probably answer them because I saw some of the videos too. So that's all. It's not like you have to or anything. He was just trying to help,
You
so you could
have
get
to.
a better understanding.
You have to. I'm
Okay.
laughing about it because this is how
Okay.
I
Well.
profile. This is how I profile who I train.
Okay.
I did it in
Well.
the military.
Well. Okay.
But it's not to diss nobody.
No.
That's not what it's
No.
about.
Okay.
That's what George is saying. It's not
Do
to
you?
diss anybody. It's not to make anybody look bad. So I do it to see how much you are willing to learn
Mm-hmm.
about discovering truth for yourself. You can't do it the way I do it. That's what George is telling you to discover truth for yourself so you can maximize earnings for you. Some of these techniques are not going to work due to market dependent and also due to your decision making. Are you willing to change and to adapt to a program? And once you learn the rules to the game, you know how to be a better player of the game. The way the game don't take advantage of you, but you start maximizing your opportunities by the playbook of that game. That's all. That's the way I train. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I'm trained. I don't train everybody the same, but I do profile people that I do train because I need to know what you want from this program. What are your goals from this program? Okay. I don't have to get in your business, find out how much money you need to make. That's none of my business. But you know. Now, will this information help you reach those goals? You see, that's the thing. You know, I want to be able to collaborate with you. I'm not Mr. Know It All. I'm not a guru. I'm just sharing my experience. But my experience may not be your experience in your market. But we can share that journey together. Together. I'll be there with you. I have drivers done empowered my mind, and they in different markets. George do it every day, just like he did today. But that's how I train. You know, to get the best out of that person that's in here. Your better you. You see, you're gonna discover that on your own. You're supposed to discover it on your own. A lot of people don't like my method. You're too drill sergeant with certain things. I understand that. But sooner or later the light bulb gonna come on. You're gonna be like, wow, he gave me an idea. But I discovered truth for myself. When you help guide people in discovering truth for themselves, they appreciate the information. If you telling people, they're not gonna take too kind of that. I know because I done tried it both ways. But if you guide them to where they discover it themselves instead of you telling them, they will appreciate that information better because they feel more rewarded when you discover and find out stuff for yourself. That's all I'm saying. George 100% right. But I wanted to be able to tell you from my point where you get to know me, I get to know you, and then you're gonna be like, wow, wow. He didn't tell me the answer. I discovered the answer for myself. That's how I do it. And I'm very transparent with my information. I tell a whole lot of information. You know, everybody learn different. We all don't make the same decision. I can go in your market and may blow it out the water, or I may go to your market and won't even make a $1 decision maker. So we welcome you to the channel. Don't feel like I was bashing you or anything, but I did have to profile you and really know what is your reasons and goals when you work these apps. That's all. George was on point. There was no disagreement with George or none of that at all. But we want you to discover the greatness inside yourself. Only you can do that. I can't do that for you. But if I can spark an idea to where now I need to challenge myself to a certain level, you discover that treasure for yourself, which is knowledge. Back to you, George.
All right. He was also saying, okay, I don't know. Okay. He said, "Do you do this to everyone? The first time you ignored me, and now you are challenging me." Okay. He explained that in his explanation, so that's why he's not challenging you, but he did explain that. So how he explained it, he did answer that question there. The next one is Tarsha Yvette. Jacksonville, Florida is the biggest city in Florida, and everything is spread out. If I was to take a little order like that, it has to be very, very close to me. Exactly. That's what I was getting at. I knew with that order that I took. Yeah, it was a $3 order for that 15 mile, but I knew where I was going. And I wanted to get there because the area I was at the time was dying out. So I wanted to move, but I didn't want to have dead miles.
Right.
Um, so that's why I took that $3 order because I was going that way. I was going to go that way, and I went and did that. And before I even got there, another backstory I didn't do. I had another order before I even completed that first order, I had another order when I got to the area. So I dropped that all off, and then I was already ready to do another order. And then I stayed in that market because I knew that market was pumping at that time because what was going on around. So yes,
Mhm.
I agree with you. Yeah, it's that's what I was saying. It's got to benefit you. I'm not saying to take a $2 or $3 order for crazy miles, like you were saying, because that's gas time and everything like that. But
Mhm.
it benefited me on that, and that's why I said only because of this. But other than that, if you remember, I said no, I wouldn't have took it. And then I said only because I did this one, and this is why I did it. The next one, Lester Rollins. He said, I see that you're interactive on that live stream. Most channels just ignore. I like that about you, but if I feel that I'm going to be yelled at, I'll just unsubscribe. Well, he explained that too, on that one too, that he's not there to yell at you or things. He's trying to help you. That's his way of training. Everybody got their own way of teaching and stuff. You know, once you get to know him more, like you were saying, he's not all that bad and tough and drill sergeant. Like, yeah, he has the military mindset because of the drill sergeants and stuff like that. But a drill sergeant doesn't teach the same person the same way. They have a profile differently. That's what he's saying. So how he's training me to do a content creator role. That's what I'm doing. He's not gonna train me the same way that he would train somebody else because he's got to see how I am, what I'm capable of doing, and let me do stuff by myself. Like this stream right here, he wanted me to like take the lead in it more, so I can get my things work, stuff like that. You know, he did a different program than I'm not really used to YouTube Live, so I got to hold my phone, so it's a little difficult, but I had to learn because sometimes I had to do that. That's why he did it. He was doing the other one first, but then he switched to YouTube Live on me. And I'm in the back seat. I don't have a holder in my back seat to hold my phone. So I got to hold my phone in my hand, learn how to do things. So he's seen what I could do and capable of doing. And you saw I was struggling a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I was struggling a little bit because you see, it's a touch screen on my computer, but if I'm not touching the right stuff, because my hands got the oil and stuff, it's not gonna operate. So I had to do, and I had to use one hand for things. So I had to learn. So that's why he did that. You see, he did that on purpose to see, because you see, we in our cars, we're not at home. We got to learn how to get to use our equipment in our vehicles, and that's why he did it. I got equipment. He wants to see me and learn. Let me learn to use it. I have things to do. I have to get something to filter out all the background noise. All that wind noise and all that stuff. So I have to get something filtered out. So that's something I got to do. Because when I'm going to do those things again, then I have to know with YouTube Live, I have to hold my camera a certain way. I can't do it horizontal because it's got to be vertical. When I did it horizontal, it wasn't right. Even though it looked right on my side, it wasn't right on the other side. So he told me. So I had to learn. See, I didn't know that. So you see, he's training me too, and I'm learning. See, he's not bashing me and making me feel bad or trying to put me down. He wants to see what I know. That I had YouTube Live, but it was different. He had me do a different thing on YouTube Live. I was just a viewer, so I just popped up on there on his link, and we was just chatting. Now I'm doing more on the content creator side, so that's what he's training me to do, and that's why he did what he did. So that's what he was saying with you, with the where he was giving you some of that knowledge, to go look it up. Let me
Yeah,
see.
yeah, cause he came hard with the questions.
Yeah,
So since he came hard with the questions, I had to come hard back. Fair
right,
enough. Fair enough.
right.
And I know
So
he didn't
that
look. And I know
okay.
he didn't look at my material.
Mhm.
See, if you're gonna come at me hard like that, be sure to look at my material first. That way you have some facts to back up why you coming at me hard about my experience that I went through. We talking about a struggle. What I learned today from Lester is, if he's still here,
These are
the struggle of a spread it out area. I want to experience this what he's experiencing, and Tasha too. See, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
writing down what they telling me right here. I'm writing it down. It's a struggle. They got an area that's spread it out. Majority of our orders are 10 miles or longer. I do have some areas like that there. You're not going to maximize in them areas. So I'm sitting here thinking while you talking to him, and the reason why George here as a co-host and he's doing what he's doing because he know how to talk to people. I'm not saying I don't. He know how to talk to people. He know how to talk to people to where he make you feel comfortable in his lessons, in his informative content. That's the beauty of what he do. We all struggle. You're gonna make mistakes. Over here, I'm not gonna laugh at you if you make a mistake. But if you come at me hard about my material, I'm gonna profile you to see did you read my material. And if
Mm-hmm.
you didn't read my material, yeah, I'm gonna come hard at you because you brought it to me. It's like you challenging me, my authority of my content. I think they can understand that. He can understand that. I really do want to work with them because I want to experience what they experiencing in their market. You know, I may drive to one of those markets, experience it for myself. But if it's spread it out like that there, and this is majority of the orders you are getting, then it means that drivers are not pitching orders. We ditching them. We dumping this. It's not going to be profitable for me, and everybody doing the same thing. Folks' scores going to start tanking, especially on the DoorDash platform. So, what restaurants cater to DoorDash, or what restaurants cater to Grubhub, or what restaurants cater to Uber Eats more? This is the stuff we got to learn and know about in our demographics, in our market, and then we have to make that executive decision. We may have to blacklist zip codes. You go way out there and then you lose a signal. You can't even find your way home. You know, some markets are that spread out. The nearest restaurant is 10 miles on an average, 10 miles on the average before they can get back to where they can start making money. So then you got certain markets. If you go further than a half a mile, you're going to wind up going 10 miles. I know about some of that experience too, but I want to feel what they feel, see what they see, and go on that journey with them and see how can we solve these problems together. That's what I want to do. While he was talking, I started writing things down. Okay, the struggle, the areas are too spread it out. What type of restaurants that's in that market? Where are your higher end restaurants? How far do you have to go to that market? Or you work in this market because you don't want to travel the extra hour and a half? All of this got to be put into the equation. All of it do. My market, I can go to a no tip zone, which was a year ago or 2 years ago. I couldn't make any money here. Now I can make money here because it's a no tip zone. Everybody can't do that. You see, I showed a driver last night how I made $21. One of them orders, the reimbursement pay was $13.73. That was half pay. Half pay. Suppose I had got a chance to get that order, that would have been $27 plus the $11 would have made it $38.40. There's a secret to that. The others won't be able to understand. It will be a mystery to them in their market. My market have higher peak pays, where some markets don't. So it is very market dependent. I tell drivers that does the EBT program with 2 features. I find out what their market is. You better stay with EPO. I think this is the area that that might be good for you, but you got to unlock some access to get into that market. You got to get your ratings up. How do you do it? You go into an area, $5 order, 3 miles. Take all of them. Then the next thing you know, they're gonna start stacking up the orders. That $5 turn into 15, 5 miles. I'd rather be in an area where I can get that kind of money than trying to go over here and try to get that bank. I got to build my ratings up. I got to have a better score so I can put myself in a better position to maximize my earnings. Remember, I was a non-top dasher doing it. I know another non-top dasher. That non-top dasher was making over $1,000 in 1 week on the EBT as a non-top dasher. Can everybody do it? Then it depends on this right here too. You see, that's the thing we trying to find out. And I know I can't get a better experience than being there, putting this rubber on the road there. We can talk about this because a lot of people markets are real spread out. If I go to South Haven, I may wind up 20 miles that way or that way. So I try my best not to go in that area. I get caught up from time to time. Doordash will trick me. Because the further you away from the area you need to pick up orders to make money, you go that far away, you done lost three cycles going away and 3 cycles coming back. You done lost 7 cycles. You done lost a lot of money in a 10-minute cycle. That's an hour and 10 minutes. You're not making money. That's dead miles that he was talking about. Go ahead, George.
Tasha Yvette says, I have done that before with other drivers. We will be waiting at a restaurant for orders and we sit there and talk about what's going on in our market. She was commenting on what I was saying about, like when you get to see other people doing the same thing you're doing, try to converse with them when you can, if you want, just to get to know them. She was just agreeing with that, saying that that's what she do too. Um, then
That's
she
right.
will. They do have a lot of scammers in our market. I see a couple of them. Yes, that's true. There's people do a lot of scamming and stuff, pitching orders and things like that, holding up. You know, they won't confirm their order, so then they leave. They'll try to get another order and hold it up, and then mess up the whole algorithm by doing that.
And other
And then,
drivers.
yeah, then some drivers, they'll pick up the order, try to go outside, try to see if it fits in their car, a whole bunch of balloons, find out it don't, unassign the order, and then the person brings the thing back, but mess up the order. Because you see the time is still going, and it messes up the time as well. So then when I had to drop off the order to the people because it was a party and they needed their balloons, so they had to rent that tables and stuff at the trampoline place.
Right.
So those balloons were actually late because of that one driver did that. Then I had to go through to make sure everything was there because she brought it back. I didn't know what was there in there. I'm looking up my item count, so I had to see everything in there because you see, I didn't grab the order first, so it made it longer. It was a lot of balloons. So when I got there, then I had to find the table. When I eventually got there, I was talking to the people and stuff. When I found the table and everything, they had like a 4 hour slot. They said, and hour and 45 minutes was already gone. They didn't even have the balloons and stuff there. that was coming from Party City to do the decoration stuff for whatever the event they were doing for that seating. They had to rent that. So you see, when we drivers do stuff like that, we also affect the actual customer because you see, she had a 4 hour slot and she ordered those balloons a certain time and she got there so she could enjoy the time with her family and friends to do that event, what they was doing at their tables. But they didn't get it to an hour and 45 minutes late. So that's off. That's after the time they're supposed to be there. It was an hour and 45 minutes late after the time they're supposed to be there. So let's see. Reason Knight said, "Good afternoon, brothers. Good afternoon, Reason Knight." Lester Rollins says, "This is. I'm gonna let you answer these. I'll read them out. You probably did, but he has three of them. I just got done dropping off my order. I want to clear something up. Our main source of delivery, we have Tractor Supply. I deliver for them without using the apps. That's awesome, brother. That's awesome." Then he goes and vote. I will say that style of trying to teach me something does not work with me. What works with me is me asking a legitimate question and getting a legitimate response. I'm an adult. Let me stop there before I do the third one.
No, I want to deal with that one right there.
Okay.
He didn't like how I came at him. He came hard. He had a hard question. I gave him a hard answer. Now, my thing is, I didn't like how you was coming at me. I didn't ignore you. I was doing a challenge, so I had to focus on the road more than answering a lot of questions. That's the reason why we're getting ready to have Q&A section, so you can ask these questions. I may go overtime on 10 minutes to 30 minutes or whatever, because I want people to then talk to you like a child, even though you may have felt like one. But did you notice how you was talking to me? You see what I'm saying? Then you're the guest on my channel. It's just like if you was a guest in my house. You know, you got to respect the house. So my thing is this here. You haven't looked at the comprehensive guide that I have out there. Go ahead and look at that. I'm gonna go ahead and do my homework on Boise, Idaho. I'm gonna do my. I'm not even gonna ask you no questions where you shop at, none of that. I'm gonna do my homework. Then we're gonna talk about Boise, Idaho. Then you can tell me right then and there. No, you off on this, you off on this, you off on that. I'm getting ready to do my homework like I did with that driving in Phoenix, driving in Kentucky, driving in Alabama, and some more areas. I will be able to look at your market, and then we're gonna work from there. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna work from there. You know, the next question, go ahead, Hulk. His next statement, go ahead and bring it to me.
He goes, "I'm not coming at you hard, but while I have your attention, I'm going to give you questions because you ignored me. You would have gotten them before." Okay, you basically answered that already.
Yep,
Uh, Okay. Weezy
yep.
Knight, he got one. Weezy Knight says, "Do they show the base pay up front on the EBT?" Go ahead and answer that one for him.
I'm trying to see, do I have a receipt? Because I talked about that months ago. They show this right here. They show the miles. They show the minutes. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna write on this piece of paper here. $16.50 active hour. 7 miles, 45 minutes. That's all you're gonna see. That information right there. You might not be able to read the chicken scratch. I'm gonna read it for you. $16.50. Let's see, can I pull it up right quick? Let me see, can I pull this up right quick? Let's go to the app. Even better. Somebody asked me about switch, toggling the switch too.
Yeah, he did too.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that there.
I already know people want me to respond to that. I responded to that yesterday and the day before. But let's go to this question right here, or this statement right here. This EBT, right? I might need to put it in white mode, light mode, so they can see it better. Right there, right here. Let me push. Let me see. Let me see. Right there. Up. There go your switch that you can toggle from earn by time to earn per offer. I always said toggle your switch because that's what it is. You go to once you toggle from one switch to the other, just like I did it then and back. You got 1350, right? Let's talk about when it's peak pay and it says $20.50. $20.50, right? Do you see a base pay on earn by time? No, this is what you see. 7 miles and the minute that it's going to take to do that order. That's what you see. So how do you know the estimated prorated amount that you're going to make per minute? If you know the mathematical formula there, you will know the minimum amount that you will make on that prorated amount. It's going to show 7 miles. I'm showing 7 miles here, 45 minutes, 2050. I know people want to profile me to find out how I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why I keep telling people to go back to my playlist. The answer is there. And yesterday episode, I explained my experience behind my receipt, why it took so long at that restaurant. I got paid for that amount. Talked and told my experience and all that. Let's go ahead and talk about this right quick. And then it's probably the last question or statement we're going to pick up. $20.50 because I went there, divided by 60 people. 60 minutes. You got this right here. 0.341 sixes to infinity. All right, I'm looking at an order come in at 7.8. I got my cheat sheet right here. I didn't use it so much that I can do it here. Times 40, I'm gonna say 48 minutes. There the answer is right there. Got it a little bit like that. Can you see it, Hulk? Got me in the right
Mm-hmm.
direction.
That's
Okay.
it.
0.341 to 6 infinity times 48 minutes is $16.40. I know that's the minimum I'm gonna make. I got my cheat sheet telling me this before I accept that offer. That's what I'm gonna get paid. That's base pay. I didn't include the prorated amount on peak pay. There's a prorated amount per minute for peak pay. Go to the playlist to that series, and all the answers is there. I came up with that formula so I wouldn't have to guess. Now my situation is I go right here at that busiest time because that's why that peak pay up so high. That line long, all the way wrapped around that corner. Inside is so jam packed you can't walk in. So I'm going to provide proof to DoorDash and the customer through via text message, letting them know what the holdup is. I'm going to call after that. They're going to say, "Well, can you wait to get the order?" When they ask me that, I'm going to say yes. I can wait. They documented it now. This driver is at an extremely busy area. This driver is extremely going to be longer for this order. I'm gonna get paid for that. I got an incident that happened last night. I'm gonna do a video and I'm gonna share the stack order. I'm gonna show you the reimbursement that I got paid on that order. It was half pay. $13.73. That was half pay. If I had got that full pay on that particular order, would have put me at $27 plus the $11.40 because I was there so long. You got restaurant employees late at night don't want to fix the order. Somehow the order got lost in the system. Could go either way, right? We're supposed to get paid for that time and everything. That's my experience. But I know people trying to profile it to try to see is there anything, any flaw in what I'm doing, or am I foul at what I'm doing? I'm gonna tell you, I already know what that's what y'all trying to do. Certain ones. I'm telling my story. I'm not making this stuff up in my head. I'm telling it without a script. Then you can see the emotion behind the story.
Mm.
Just like I made a mistake and then look at a ticket. Then when I did look at the ticket, I'm waiting here this long just for some large tea. I need to fight for my order. I need to go ahead and hey, let me buy. I want to buy some tea. Oh, you trying to get it for? No, I'm getting it for myself. Now you refusing me to. You don't want me to buy. You don't want me to buy at the establishment. I'm trying to buy tea for me. People in there was being petted with this driver here. I'm not making this stuff up. Howard was on the other end of the phone and he got mad for me.
Mm.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. You just now realized that? Because I didn't pay attention. I even called the customer. Can you get them to remake it, please? I did a video on it. All during that time there. I called Doordash. Took 30 minutes to get in touch with them. Called them again. Finally got them. Get paid for all of that, ladies and gentlemen. They told me I was going to get every bit of that pay that I deserved, and I got it. When I went to pay for the tea, the little young, don't worry about it. Come to find out, the little dude, Jim Bob, threw the ticket away that they put on the bag. Somehow, somehow the order disappeared. I had to get paid for my time, ladies and gentlemen. When I show screenshots, I will have a story that goes with that screenshot. No DoorDash revolution, not pimping the clock. These are events that's actually happening to me. DoorDash got them in record. They document. So if you want to know your minimum pay, I just gave you the formula. Try the formula out. See if I'm wrong. That's all you got to do. If you didn't know how to use the formula, then ask me. Well, I did look at the video, time steps such and such, such and such. That's how I know you're willing to learn, or do you just don't want to find it out? You want me to hand it out. There's a difference. Already provided that information, ladies and gentlemen, as a non-top dasher. Where I lost 60% of my earnings. I had to schedule. It was hard to be on block. Then when I got off block, I couldn't get back on until in the evening time. And that was morning time. I'm sharing my experience with you. There's some people out there try to bust down the credibility of my experience. That's just like trying to think how I'm gonna use this example. Just like Tim over here. Hadn't seen Tim in a long time. He told me, "Look, man, I got cancer." I'm asking him a million questions like I don't believe it. Man, why are you going to the doctor all the time? You know you was doing this, you was doing that, you was doing that. No, you ain't got cancer. That's that. That's that. You doing this and doing that. He's telling me, man, his experience. He's telling me how he feeling. He's telling me how he's going back in memory lane about his life and all that. And I'm questioning him because I don't have that experience. I'm wrong for that. You see, I'm here to help people. Okay. Whether you believe me or not, try that formula out. There's going to be times you're not going to make that money. There's going to be times that food going to be already ready. There's going to be times a customer sitting there waiting to see how long you're going to get that order. They right there watching. I know this. I done experienced all of this. So You got to pay attention to what's going on in your market. How long this order been passed around? The app tells you all of this. You just got to know how to read, analyze, and comprehend the information on that app. No, man, I can't be at this restaurant too long. There's a long line, though, out here. Let me go on the inside. Okay. Can I get the order, please? Okay, I get the order. Faster because I know how to talk to people. I come up out of there. Drivers are getting deactivated because they don't know how to work the EBT program. Now, the switch toggling thing, I already told people you can switch toggle all you want. You need to know what is EBT zones and you need to know what are EPO zones. Without that information, I don't care how much you toggle the switch. Still not gonna make your money. You need to know about the EBT zones. You need to know about the EPO. I didn't mean to sit there and just go through a whole lecture on it. That's because people don't want to go look at the comprehensive guide. Go look at my comprehensive guide. I tell you all of that. So see, when I had to deal with one person on a question this long, that's not fair to other people that want to ask questions. Then the time up, they never did get a chance to ask their question. That's not fair to the rest of the viewers either. That's why I said go to my playlist, look at my comprehensive guide, then come back on the next slide. I got 15 questions for you. Still, you moving on, quit being selfish, and allow other folks to ask questions in the room. That's what I was getting at. Now we got to end the show, and then some people probably still got questions never did get answered, but they never did have a chance to ask the question. Because of one individual being selfish. George, you have anything else you got to add to this?
Mm.
We supposed to been done an hour ago.
Well, Weezy Net was saying something about because you was going with the Mr. Lester Rollins. Weezy Net said that he believes you. He also said our Prop 22 is similar to y'all EBT, just trying to find a way to maximize my pay.
Well,
And then he
my
said that's true. So he agreed with something you were saying. He said that's true. That's the last thing
well,
on here.
me and RK, what me and RK need to do is I wanted to do this with somebody else. Still want to do it with somebody else. We need to talk about Prop 22 and talk about EBT. I'm the most resourceful person for EBT right now. That's not discredit to nobody. Why I claim that right? Because of my setback. I came back from a setback. None top dash and all this. Fighting in the EBT. And the other guy, he's very well equipped in Prop 22. It's three of them that I know. And that will be some good content right there that could help the people understand something from somebody that got expertise about how Prop 22 worked in California, how this EBT worked for me. Now we got the tier program in the equation, and it's four different types of tier program. It's different in LA than it is in Seattle. It's different from Seattle than it is in New York. It's different than New York in the territory I'm in. There's a lot of valuable information not getting to the viewers because we're not able to get this kind of content out there. You know, that's why I did a call to action to all the content creators that in these different markets, these different programs, and all of this. I know the updates that's going to lead to the next program. I done told drivers that less than 24 hours it happened. So I know what I'm talking about. I experienced this stuff. You know, dropping off deliveries causing me these miseries. $2 18 miles. All of us can feel that. So we got to come together. There's so much information out there. It might be something I didn't see. Just like today was brought to my attention. George brought it to my attention. Tasha brought it to my attention. Lester brought it to my attention, and others. But we just can't hold a live stream with a million questions. Somebody else got some questions too. I allowed it to happen today so I could have something to speak on about that. Now, if it was the other way around, Lester, just like you felt like I ignored you when I was paying attention to my safety, how you think the rest of the guests was in here today didn't get a chance to get a question in because of you? Think about that for a minute. Anything else, my brother?
No, just everybody be safe. That's why I get safety is the number one. There's no money in the world that could bring somebody back. God forbid anything happens, and the worst thing is you go underground or get cremated, whichever one you want to do. Um, so safety is number one. Get your money safe, and go back home the same way you got up in the morning. So that's all.
I got another challenge added to my plate now. That's okay. You know, um, I want to find out more about these markets that spread it out. And I'm getting ready to leave it like that there. I'm going to do my homework also, so I'm getting ready to let us go. Everybody got things to do. I need to make my money. I'm going to have to make a comeback. I will do it. God will allow us to. But we got to learn how to talk to one another. And if you kind of talk forceful to a person, they're going to talk back that way to you. That's what I tell people in the store the other day. And it almost turned into a riot in there. I asked the question, what's going on in here? Somebody cut in front of somebody. It's not summertime yet, people. We have too much of an aggressive attitude. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic and we was locked up so long that we are like this. I don't know. But all of us need to check our attitude. And that's on a real tip. So I'm finna let y'all go on that. We got to get ready to make that money. I thank George today for presenting such a great broadcast today. You've done a great job. The more you work with things, the better you're gonna get with it, and we all know this here.
Mm-hmm.
And you done a wonderful job. You did something I wasn't able to do. Was that we had that here, and I missed it every time. You was able to do it for us, brother, and I thank you for it. I thank you with your encouraging words. I thank you for your wisdom and insight. I thank you when you sit there, you can simmer the boiling pot down, and you done that on many channels, not just on this one only. And yeah, you're a good person, man. And I thank you for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we get ready to get up out of here. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Have a good one, man.